And one of the things that I found very interesting was the product management specialization, which GLIM was offering, which not many others were offering.
Coming from a place where we've had a lot of work experience, I think coming into a 1 year program, we just kind of, sink right in.
Well, coming from a non-tech background, I know a lot of aspirants will wonder if Great Lakes is the right place for them.
I want you guys to give the final tips for the aspirants who are looking for PGPM program from Great Lakes Chennai. Hello everyone, we are back with another video at Great Lakes Chennai and we will be breaking some ice today. So yes.
Hi, I'm Rashmi and I'm originally from Chennai.
Hi, I'm Sakshi and I'm from Nasik, Maharashtra.
Hi, my name is Mandar and I'm born and brought up from Bangalore.
My name is Abhishek and I'm from Kerala.
So my question to Rashmi is, Rashmi, what made you choose PGPM over PGDM, or I would say 1 year over 2 year?
For someone with experience of nearly 3 years, it made more sense to do an accelerated MBA program, which is why I took a 1 year. And I worked with a brand like Westside before. And for me to make a move in my career, to grow in terms of business acumen, strategic thinking, and how I wanted to envision myself in the future, I think this was a course that totally supported that dream. And
That's
having
great.
completed placement week here, I'm now moving into a consulting role.
Oh, that's great.
So I think with a retail background to now moving into retail consulting, it's definitely the trajectory that I would love to see. And I think that was possible because it was a 1 year course and the career break doesn't feel that harsh then.
Right.
So for me personally, after seeing numbers in my bank balance, it was very difficult for me to envision myself in a 2-year course. So
Yeah.
1 year made sense for me.
And the reason I chose the 1 year program over the 2 year program is I was mainly targeting growth. So I come with about 43 months of experience at Deloitte and now I'm placed at KPMG. I was mainly looking to take a very large step ahead in my career rather than take small steps to get to where I wanted.
For me, I have almost 46 months of experience as an HR professional, and I wanted to have a career jump very similar to Manda's as well, and which is why I chose GLIM. It's a 1 year fast-paced program, and I was fortunate enough to get placed at Accenture Strategy, so that's a complete shift from my HR career to a consulting career.
So the next question is, what were your expectations and did it convert into reality, or it is still, just the expectation from the campus or the program, I would say?
So personally, I did a lot of research before coming to GLIM. And one of the things that I found very interesting was the product management specialization, which GLIM was offering, which not many others were offering. And after coming here, I found out that we are getting to do a lot of live projects with industrial experts. And apart from that, the lab courses were also very practical. So this kind of helped us.
I think for me, it was mainly going from 11 p.m. calls to 11 p.m. presentations. I think that was a fun change and something I really looked forward to. And as a person who likes to read a lot of case studies, understanding how to proceed on the angle which we need to look at a case study with and what methodology to follow, learning that is something that I've taken from this course.
Oh, great.
Well, I think it's fair to say that what we experienced here exceeded our expectations, that's for sure. But my biggest takeaway has been the peer learning. So yes, we learn from our mentors, from our teachers, but what we learn from each other in our group assignments, I think that's the biggest learning of the year.
I think like all of them, Sam, I'd just summarize it and say that peer learning as well as the expert opinions that we get from industry mentors or faculty on this campus really make that difference and help us think differently and out of the box. There are a lot of programs here and we have a lot of sessions with people who we may not have the access to otherwise. So there's a lot of learning that goes on beyond just classrooms here, and that really, makes us better as individuals as well.
So this is only possible because you all are coming from different backgrounds.
Exactly, and I
different
think 300 odd of us,
diverse,
different people, it really brings together a different environment altogether in
so
terms
it
of
makes
learning.
peer learning more,
Fruitful.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So your whole curriculum, if I talk about PGTM, it is for 2 years. The whole curriculum has to, cover in 1 year. So your ride must be, a roller coaster one. How are you handling all this?
I think a lot of effort and kudos to our friends because that's kind of what keeps us sane.
That's-
And for somebody like me who has no experience in finance, I thought that would be like a real ship to take. But with friends who could support you in doing subjects that you don't know, it makes it a lot more simpler, a lot more easier. and you kind of learn how to support other people as well as take support. So I think it builds a very good community, and that's the community that keeps us going in the 1 year.
Wow.
I think friends and, like I mentioned, peer learning, peer groups, support groups really help. Not just that, in fact, we have something called as SMP, which is the mentoring program by our teachers and professors. We plan to meet them every once a month, or every once in 2 months, and then they really also help us out to figure what are academics, extracurriculars, how we are doing personally as well. So they help us navigate through the year.
Yeah, I think my first answer would be coffee. That's something
Even
that
I need
really,
that.
yeah, that's something that really helps me. But coming from a place where we've had a lot of work experience, I think coming into a 1 year program, we just kind of sink right in. And apart from the friends and apart from the mentors, I think even the events that we have, I think a week's or 2 weeks stress just goes away when you dance pretty hard and event straight up for 2 hours. But I think that's something that keeps me going.
I mean, the campus truly never sleeps, to be honest. So my main activities start from 11 p.m. onwards. So after finishing a lot of studies in the morning, then the main day starts for me.
So what, do you get a chance to celebrate any of the festivals, or do you have any clubs or something like that?
Oh, all of the festivals and a lot of events that come up are quite
I know
interesting.
you are, like, college is celebrating, but do you get a chance?
Oh, yes, definitely. We are actually involved in a lot of planning and
Okay, that's great. So I want you guys to give the final tips for the aspirants who are looking for PGPM program from Great Lakes Chennai.
I think I'll start with it. So as a person who's always been into a lot of sports and co-curricular activities, I made sure that I gave the details as to the competitions I've taken part of or the competitions that I won. I think that was something extremely crucial, and it shows the college the type of character that is being built.
Well, coming from a non-tech background, I know a lot of aspirants will wonder if Great Lakes is the right place for them. I assure you that it is, because the CCS team, the faculty, mentors, they will all help. They'll go above and beyond to ensure that you get your right career done. My biggest, my main tip would be to be open to learning and always be open to feedback as well.
Like Sakshi said rightly, I'm someone with a very different background. I've come from a fashion background, and I think you've got to let yourself be open, be honest to who you are as an individual, and showcase your true talents when you have that chance.
for me personally, I found that honesty goes a long way. So be true to yourself, and if you don't know something, you can honestly tell, no, this is something that I don't know, and be confident with whatever answers you're giving.
Right. So जो कहना है सच
Such
कहना है.
Such as a
Now let's check the final suggestion for the students who are aspiring to be a part of PGPM program here.
Well, for me, in my case, I was on notice till 1 week before I came to Great Lakes, and the remaining week was in packing and just wrapping everything up. But what I did, and I think what worked out well for me, I was just looking forward to that entire year. I was just very excited, and I just tried to connect with as many people as I could when I came to campus. So I think that'll be my tip.
I think for me, it's basically being versatile, being open to new experiences, and being able to learn new things. And a suggestion is probably travel light. We get a lot of Amazon and Flipkart here.
I was a day scholar in my undergraduate, so I was really looking forward to a hostel life when I came here. So most of my preparation was just excitement throughout.
Well, I think when you're moving from corporate to back to studying, I think it's good to be open-minded, get ready, let it go. Now you're going to learn. So
Right.
prep yourself for that. Read as much as you can read, whether it's news or articles. Start developing that habit. Most of us didn't have it before we came here, and we realized it too late. So maybe start reading a
So
little
were you able
earlier.
to develop that habit now?
A bit. We're on progress with that. So yeah.
So in today's video, we tried to bring the true feedback directly from the students of PGPM at Great Lakes Chennai. In case if you're left with any of the queries, either you can contact them directly on their website, or you can contact us on the given numbers.